What if I told you that wealth was never about numbers, but about awareness? That the mind, your mind, is not a machine to be programmed with goals, but a garden tended through silence, shaped by storms, softened by the sun. We often imagine millionaires as masters of finance, but rarely do we see them as apprentices of stillness, as sculptors of thought, as dancers in tune with the rhythms of uncertainty. And yet look closer, and you'll see the external empire is always a shadow of the inner terrain. Challenges are not interruptions, but brushstrokes on a vast canvas. Even moments of despair, even the ache of failure, are not detours, but necessary movements in the symphony of becoming. You are not separate from the world you seek to master. You are woven into it breath by breath, thought by thought. And perhaps, just perhaps, your mind is the very instrument the universe gave you to remember its melody. You see, the world is loud. It demands attention like a restless child, always tugging at the edge of your awareness. Notifications, headlines, worries, ambitions, all of it clamor at once. And in that clamor, the mind begins to scatter, to chase, to grasp. We are taught to move quickly, to act, to hustle, to conquer, as though life were some battlefield and success the prize for the relentless. But have you ever noticed how the most profound things, growth, clarity, insight, don't come when you're moving faster, but when you're still? A tree does not force its branches to grow, it simply reaches. The river does not struggle to flow, it simply follows gravity's gentle pull. And so too, the truly wealthy mind, the kind of mind that builds empires, that writes poetry in the form of choices. It begins not with striving, but with stillness. Not passive stillness, but the fertile kind that listens, the kind that senses the movement beneath the surface. To train your mind like a millionaire, you must first stop trying to train it at all. You must observe it. Watch how it dances, how it fears, how it clings, and how it wanders. And then watch without judgment. Because in that quiet space between thought and reaction lies your power. It's like tuning an instrument. You don't force the strings into harmony. You listen until the tone becomes true. The most successful minds, those who have not only created wealth but embodied it, have learned that silence is not the absence of progress. It is the soil in which the unseen roots of mastery grow. Before the architect draws a line, she imagines the entire form. Before the musician plays a note, he listens inwardly for the melody. And so it is with life. The mind must become quiet enough to receive the design. Do not just impose one. But this kind of silence is unfamiliar to many. We're so conditioned to equate movement with meaning. If we're not doing something, we fear we're falling behind. But the deeper truth is this: constant motion often leads us in circles, while a single still moment, if fully lived, can reveal the whole map. What you seek outside in strategies and systems and noise is often already waiting within you, muffled only by your resistance to pause. In stillness, your fears rise. And that is good, because once seen, they no longer control you from the shadows. In stillness, your true desires whisper, and that is better, because only then can you choose them consciously. And in stillness, you remember something subtle but powerful, that you are not here to compete or prove or perform. You are here to tune into a frequency already singing through your bones. The millionaire mind is not frantic. It is not desperate. It is not trying to outrun something invisible. It knows the game is internal. That outer wealth is the echo of an inner coherence. And coherence comes not through shouting at the world, but through hearing the world in your own still heart. So if you wish to build anything, wealth, peace, meaning, begin not with plans or blueprints. Begin by listening. Sit with yourself until the surface quiets. Let the ripples fade. And there, in that mirror-like clarity, you will find the first real shape of your purpose. You will not need to chase it. It will begin to move through you like breath. And perhaps then, you will see what the wisest have always known, that silence was never empty. It was always full of answers.